Lucha Ranger here. Didn't you just love this tie? It's pretty, isn't it? I always wear it. It's my power tie. Whenever I talk, I wear it. So today, the Lucha Ranger is going to talk about your credit scores and how to get out of debt sometimes. The most heartening thing is when you get free money, or somewhat free, or you think it's free money. When you get a credit card, you get to buy something ahead of time and then pay it back later. Buy as you pay. Well, that's great in some cases, but bad in others. So what is a credit score? What is that all about? It's all about a rating, just like any other. It's a rating on how you make your payments on all your credit cards, and how you get involved, and how much debt that you pile up. The whole trick is not to go crazy and get yourself in debt. And of course, to stay out of debt, all you got to do, make your payments, make full payments. Don't make partial payments. Make full payments all the time. Build that credit. But what if you are in bad credit right now? And I mean, you're buried. There's no way out. Yeah, you might hit the lottery. You could hit a DraftKings. You could go and hit a $5,000 at the racetrack. But what are the chances? Not that good. The Lucha Ranger can tell you that. Anyway, so how do we get out of bad credit card debt, especially big? There's a thing called bankruptcy. And believe me, many of your rich, Donald Trump, the President of the United States, declared bankruptcy 6 or 7 times in his business career. That's right. Bankruptcy is when a business or a situation just doesn't pan out. You make an investment into something and you go so far in debt, like let's say you buy a business for $250,000, it doesn't work, it fails, you have to sell it for $100,000, now you're $150,000 in debt. Well, it's almost impossible. Doctor bills are the same way. Hospital bills are the same way. You hopefully you can pay them to keep your credit, but that devastating thing happens. You lose your job. You can't find another job in that profession because you're in a city that maybe doesn't have a whole lot. I don't know. So the only way out is what's called bankruptcy. And basically what happens is you go to a bankruptcy attorney, and you list all your debt. In other words, credit cards, medical, car, everything. And it goes into a column. And what happens is this attorney works on your behalf, and he will go out there and he will talk to these credit card companies and tell them basically what has happened. Now, a lot of times credit card companies will come back and they'll forgive half your debt. They'll give you the opportunity to pay half of it off in one lump sum and forget the other half. That works if you're okay, but let's say you're still not good enough. Well, then the attorney says, look, this person has no job, no money. There's no way they're going to make payments. So the attorney argues, they batter back and forth. What ends up happening is they just write it off as a loss. Now, most credit card agencies are backed by big banks. Big banks can write off bad debt. In other words, they just say, well, we invested $200,000, we've lost it, we write it off against however money they make based on their capital gains, so that they'll get some of it back by tax breaks. It's a complicated process, but I'm talking about just the simple person like me. Luckily, yes, I'm in debt, but I'm getting there. But you have to entrust an attorney, a bankruptcy attorney, to take care of you. And they got to be reputable. He files all the paperwork and everything, and that will take care of you. Your debt will be pretty much erased. Okay? Now, what will happen is after you declare bankruptcy, about a year later, you'll start getting credit card offers again, because they know that for the next 6.5 years, you're not going to be able to declare bankruptcy. So they want you to go back into debt again. Iffy. Hopefully within that year after you declared bankruptcy to the time that you finally got back on your feet, if you've gotten back on your feet and you're pretty much in that same financial situation, yeah, go ahead and start another credit score and try to build back up again. But remember the mistakes you did the first time and don't make those mistakes the second time. Don't spend over above your means. That's key. Wants and needs. I always express that. Wants and needs. If you need it, buy it. If you want it, hey, it's just a want. I don't need it, so I'm not going to buy it. Save your money. That's all about it. It's bankruptcy is the way out, but you don't want to make the same mistake twice once you do it. That's always what you want to remember. So, in short, build your credit. If something happens and it fails, you took a shot. Bankruptcy is the way out. And then if you want to redo it again, you can start all over or however you want to do it. But just remember, don't panic. There's ways out. And there will be other videos where I'll explain how there are other ways out. So the Lucha Ranger says he loves all of you. Stay consistent. Make money. Mind your business.